Chickens are having a moment today. Hear them? Chickens are having a moment. Oh, there it goes again. What is happening? Hello. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. What happened? What do you mean, what happened? Did yesterday happen? Yesterday happened. Yesterday was wild. Here we are today. I haven't even looked at the news. I don't even want to. I don't even want to. It's like there are two things that I don't really want to cover, today. 9/11 and Charlie Kirk, and I know I'm going to spend most of the day talking about both. One or the other, or both. No. Nothing that I know of anyway. Something else might have happened, but I ain't looked at it today. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. Has no bearing upon me from where I sit. It don't befront me. Eh? Beards, dude, I was 23. I couldn't grow a beard either. Sometimes you just gotta wait. My beard started being an actual beard when I was like 30. Started like connecting up properly and all of that. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. Put a picture out of the person of interest in the shooting. Okay, well, fuck. Blah, 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 blah. High-powered rifle recovered amid manhunt for Charlie Kirk's killer. Yeah, this guy. This dude. Looks like a white guy. Looks like a shooter. Cartridges with transgender and anti-fascist writing on them were found. Oh, great. FBI released images of a person sought in connection. It's recovered what it believed to be a weapon used in the deadly shooting, a high-powered bolt-action rifle. Bolt action? It's like a Garand was used, maybe? What's bolt? I guess it doesn't have to be a Garand. What would be a bolt action? A 308? Gun nuts? 30-06? It's a, oh wait, older model imported Mauser 30-06. That's a fucking chonk round, bro. Spent cartridge was still chambered, and 3 unspent cartridges contained wording on them, expressing what some law enforcement officials described as transgender and anti-fascist writing. It's unclear what that means, and authorities will be working to determine the meaning. Firearm and ammunition have been taken by the FBI for DNA analysis, fingerprint impressions. Officials say they've been able to track the movements of the shooter and have good video footage of the individual. The video footage will not be released to the public at this time. 11:52 a.m. on Wednesday, the suspect arrived on the Orem campus and then proceeded to travel through the stairwells up to the roof of a building near where the outdoors event was taking place. The suspect, after the shooting, traveled off the other side of the building, jumped off, and fled off campus into the neighborhood. Officials are working through nearby neighborhoods, contacting people with doorbell cameras. Officials emphasized the shooting was targeted. Yeah. Duh. Yeah. So there you go. No, that's a 30-06. That's a fucking, you kill a moose with a 30-06. That's not a fuck around round. That's a big, nasty, gangly round. Anyway, did any gun people tell me, like, what? It's a Mauser. Fuck, bro. Don't you think it's really weird they aren't releasing video of the suspect? No, it's pretty common. Because, like, I'm not trying to say that there's not anything suspect going on, but it is actually pretty common for them to release a screen grab. Because like, they're looking into everything and they don't want to tip their hat. Like, they don't want to tip their hand to what they have and what they know. They just want to release a picture of the dude that's as clear as possible. Because right now, they don't know that this dude worked alone, right? No, they did not catch him. They released a picture of him. Kirk murked by his own people. Doesn't sound like it. Sure, he's a person of interest. Which means they don't have him on camera doing shit. Like, they don't have him on camera doing the crime. They have him on camera being suspicious. So he's a person, he's a POI. Crazy world right now. Crazy world always. Crazy world always. Think about it. When was the time where the world was just like, nothing going on? I'll wait. Crazy world always, bro. May as well just admit that, if nothing else. The 90s. The 90s were the most violent decade in American history. More people killed more people in the streets with guns in the 1990s than any decade in American history. Try again. Yeah. The Compton, Watson, Inglewood riots. Yeah. Come on, guys. Try again. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to tell you, your perspective should be all-inclusive. Trans and anti-fascist written on the shells. That's what it says. I don't know what they mean by that. '90s were great. No rainbow warriors. Okay. Now, you people really, like, it just happens, doesn't it? Like, it's like when I was a kid, all people like you lionized the 50s. Man, we ought to go back to those 50s. And now it's gotten so bad that you guys are lionizing literally the most violent decade in American history. The 1990s, like I said, more people died like dogs in the street here in America during that decade than in any other decade in American history. Rip Charlie Kirk, we will avenge you. Well, somebody else will. You'll sit around in your fucking sour smelling fucking computer chair letting your mom bring you fucking pizza, Totino's pizza rolls for dinner. Like somebody else will probably do something about it, but it won't be you, little G, because it's never you, right? It's never you. Don't ever do shit about shit, right? Do I got you nailed or what? Do I got you nailed, little ass G, or what? I think I do. Yeah. I just love it when people fucking hella, like, they're like, we will avenge you. And we is some fat nerd sitting playing World of Warcraft, you know what I mean? Begging his mom for $20 so he can buy the new expansion. You feel me? Sick of keyboard warrior ship, bro. It fucking sucks. We will avenge you, Charlie Kirk. And it's like just some fat, pimply fuck in a fedora. Kissless virgin, living with mom. Just total fucking degen. It's like, I'm sick of that shit, bro. You people don't stand for shit. You stand on other people's business. You hope other people do the work. Fuck you. You know they're kissless. Bro, who's gonna plant their lips up against the lips of one of these fucking crusty lipped motherfuckers, dude? Patchy ass beard, stankin' ass breath. B.O. I look like what I'm describing. Let me show you one attribute that sets that apart. See that? Dude, if I was stinking, sitting in my own gravy in my mom's house, that wouldn't happen. You see what I mean? You feel me, dog? Uh-oh. Good morning, good morning. It's great to live, stay up late. Okay. Yeah. That's why I live the hermit life. Nothing in the world can hurt me if I don't acknowledge it. Yeah. No, that's not true. There's a movie that I just watched, came out in 2024, called Civil War. It's an A24 movie. Not the greatest movie, but the subject is really prescient. And one of the lines in the movie is, my parents are on a farm in Missouri pretending none of this is happening. And that's the way it goes. Yep. Paul, when is the C4C coming out? Soon. Me and Amelia are working on it, man. I'd say I got about half of it filmed and ready for print. The other half still needs filming. We're working out the ins and outs. My mom and stepdad are in town visiting from Cali, so this week has been a little hectic. But we're hoping this week or this weekend we're gonna have the print done, and then it goes to Amelia to clean up and edit. So soon. Hoping for like a mid-October release. That's the plan. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. pilot guy. People are dying. Some of whatever. Hey Paul, it's my day off. I work 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. Now it's crazy. It's 9/11. Happy 9/11. Yeah, well, happy 9/11 is wild, bro. Well, can we not? Can we not do happy 9/11? I think let's skip that. Let's find another way to do it. I don't think it was a random lunatic. Dude, I knew people are not gonna want to talk about anything other than this. It's cool though. I get it. It's like it is a big, huge event. But yeah, that's one of the things that I didn't agree with TJ on yesterday. And I didn't get a chance to bring it up with him last night when we had our little late night stream. It was like, you said the like Charlie Kirk shot people with words. And I was like, what is that? It's almost like saying if you piss enough people off, they can shoot you. Which I guess is technically true. It's not something I root for. Correct me if I'm wrong. This was an awful tragedy, not because Charlie Kirk is some big loss, but because the right just got another martyr at a time where fascism. Yeah. No, I mean, it's a tragedy all around. I mean, he has children. One of his children was present in the tent with him when he got his fucking head blown off, or his neck blown out. His wife was there in the audience. Fucked. I don't have any wrist drip on today. I haven't even fucking gotten that far yet, bro. I'm still working. I'm halfway through my coffee. So, sorry. Sorry to disappoint. Shut up, bro. Watch this. Watch what happens when you tell somebody shut up. See, you get shut up. See how the world works? Walk out in the world with that same attitude so somebody slaps your mouth and you learn. Thank you. Here, it doesn't feel as bad when you get an alt band, you get a dumbass alt band. Walk out in the world with that attitude and somebody will pop you in your lips. You see? So I wouldn't if I were you. I'll see you at the meetup. Good. I'll see you at the meetup. Yeah, it's just like, there's so many people lining up to go like, Charlie said X about me and my type of people, so why, you know? It's like, dude, I'm not crying for the dude either. You know, he wasn't a personal friend of mine. I think he's pretty reprehensible according to his politics. But he didn't deserve to be shot like a dog in front of 2,000 people. Nobody deserves that for speaking. So sorry, that's just where I stand on that. I know my way around the rifle. I know that a perfect behind the ear kill shot from 200 rounds is a skill shot. That's not something that a hobbyist rifleman could pick up and land one shot, one kill from 200 yards. If you're saying that it is something that a hobbyist rifle person could do, you're lying right out your fucking mouth and you're trying to flex, acting like you could hit that shot 10 out of 10 times dead ass. I guarantee your ass, your monkey ass, probably couldn't hit that shot 1 out of 10 times under duress. So why don't you guys, this is another motherfucker that I hate when shit like this happens. All the little like gun experts come out. That's actually, bro, that's not a hard shot. I hit that shot 10 out of 10 times dead on bullet. It's like, no, you don't, you fucking loser. Like, if you're gonna talk, if you're gonna say some shit, don't like belie the fact that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about before you say it. You see what I mean? Bro, I've been around this world too many times to listen to a 20-year-old try and correct me on some shit I know to be true. You feel me? I'm 45 years old, bro. I've been around the sun way more times than you. I've seen way more shit than you. And I know way more shit than you'll ever fucking forget. So what are you talking about? What are we talking about here? A 200-yard shot with a bolt-action rifle is an easy shot on a wibbly target. On a target that's actually maneuvering around. That's an easy shot. That's an easy one shot, one kill for anybody that knows their way around a rifle. You're full of shit. That's a skill shot. That shot couldn't have been more perfect. This is where you shoot any kind of mammal if you want to kill it instantly. Charlie Kirk was dead before the bullet came out the other side of his neck. You understand? That's not just a, well, he bled out. No, he was killed instantly. So one shot, one kill. All these fucking like, dude, I go to the shooting range with my AR-15. I hit that shot 10 times out of 10. Motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about, and it drives me insane. No, I knew he was dead as soon as I saw the thing. That dark arterial blood, he lost a pint of blood before he slumped. That dark arterial blood that's death. That's coming straight out of the heart. You die instantly, bro. He lost a pint of blood. You lose a pint of blood, you're dead. Yeah. Well, look, dude, even we were like, we can't say for sure he's dead. We can't do this. We can't do that. But like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, he gone. He didn't technically die until he got to the hospital. He was dead.
Well, they didn't declare it.
Yeah, they didn't declare it, but you understand, Phoebes, like, it doesn't matter how dead you are. They're going to put you on a stretcher, and they're going to do chest compressions until they get you to triage. So that's what they did. They took his corpse in a fucking thing, and they pumped his chest, and they breathed in his mouth, and they got him to the hospital and hooked him up to a breathing machine, hit him with the shock paddles. They did everything they could, and then 2 hours later, they announced, finally, that he's dead. He was dead. Phoebes, you just don't understand.
A doctor has to always declare time of
death.
No.
They don't say he died. I mean, you probably will hear in the coming weeks he died on impact, but you don't hear that in the direct wake of a tragedy. It's like Kennedy. Kennedy was deader than shit. Brain dead when they took him. And people didn't find out, I think, for 24 hours after the shooting that he was dead.
And they were pumping blood and blood into him.
They ran like pint after pint of blood through him, trying to keep his heart running. He was brain dead. He was gone, right? But they worked and tried every avenue. Same thing with Charlie Kirk. He was dead, dude. He was dead on impact.
It hit his brainstem like you were thinking it did.
Well, it did. Yeah. The way his body reacted. So this is kind of gross. This is kind of dark. Babies have this thing called the I can't remember what it's called. It's named after somebody. Where if you tip a baby, their arms go like this. Mm-hmm. It's an autonomic response that's subconscious. Yeah. And if you watch the video, Charlie Kirk is talking. He's got the mic in this hand. He gets hit. A lot of people said he was throwing up his hand to the wound, like you would normally do. Yeah. No, his hands went up in that autonomic response, and then his body went limp. He was dead on impact. Yeah, there's no stopping that bleed. That's a deep, and you saw the color of it too, EMT guy. That dark, almost black color of the blood, that's deep arterial blood. That's coming straight from the heart to the brain. That's fucked. There's a line between a hobby shooter and a practiced hunter. 250 yards is far, but guys who take a deer every season can make a shot like that pretty consistently. You got to imagine, too, the kill zone on a deer is way bigger than the kill zone on a human being, especially if you're talking about buck shooting. But yeah, I agree. Like somebody that is a practiced shot that's dropped a lot of deers but doesn't have any like military training could have theoretically made that shot. But you're talking about all kinds of things other than the trigger pull. You're talking about finding the right angle. You're talking about setting up and waiting for the moment. You're talking about breathing properly. You're talking about, so much discipline and control when you take that shot. And it's a one shot, one kill in the perfect spot. You're going to kill a human being in one shot and get away with it. That's where you shoot them, right there. And that's 200 yards away is no fuck around distance. People say, oh, it's not bad for a rifle. I'll tell you this. Army riflemen, people that do AR-15 training, AR training in the Army, they're trained from distances of 150 yards to 400 yards. That's the scope of their training. 200 yards sits right in the middle of that training. And you're talking about making a shot in a crowd on a moving target. No.
Well, if they are a college student, they might have been in the ROTC.
ROTC? I mean, like, look, they might have been somebody that grew up their whole lives hunting with their dad. I can guarantee you the FBI is looking for somebody with military training, rifleman background.
Probably running every recent rifle because they claim
Yep.
that they found the rifle in the
Yeah,
woods.
yeah, they're running that rifle because that rifle, it's an imported Mauser rifle. So that is going to be traceable to someone because there's not a lot of those just laying around. It's an odd caliber. I haven't heard somebody using 30-06 in forever. It's a huge caliber of gun. So somebody wanted to make sure he died. Because a 30-06 leaves a gangly exit wound. And that's what killed him, was the blowout. It wasn't the shot. Well, probably was the shot here because it nicked his severed his spine. But no, it's not the person of interest. It's not Larry. The old man was an early thing. He was just detained. There was also another suspect that they said they had yesterday. They let him go because they didn't have their man. And now today I went and looked and they just released pictures of this guy. Pretty grainy. He looks like an average 20-something white dude.
Yeah. That's a little skinny and maybe a little.
He's a little thin, but whatever. I mean, he just looks like an average guy. He looks like a dude you'd see walking down the street. So, good luck with that.
You can't really get a good picture of his nose and that quality of footage.
No.
Yeah, real good
profile of him, but once again, they have more footage than they're releasing.
Yeah.
Those are probably just the best pictures of his face, but they got angles on this guy. If you like that beater rifle found in the woods as a setup, I mean, it does seem pretty fucking. And then the shit where they said that he wrote transgender and anti-fascist rhetoric on the bullets in the magazine that they found. That all of that just sounds like it could be Mangione copycatting, because he had depose, deny, defend, or whatever on his. But it also just, yeah, I agree. I mean, but once again, post-truth world, you got to question every goddamn narrative. But, yeah, it's just odd, right? What happened? What do we owe knowing? What do we owe knowing? What happened? What do we owe knowing? 30-06, big power, less drop. The info on the bullets were the oh no. Yeah. They said that he had, yeah. That's what they're saying. I'll read it for you again, Phoebe, since you didn't hear it earlier. Let me find it. The rifle model is an older imported Mauser 30-06 caliber bolt action wrapped in a towel. The spent cartridge was still chambered, and 3 unspent cartridges contained wording on them expressing what some law enforcement officials have described as transgender and anti-fascist writing. It's unclear what that means, and authorities are still working to determine the meaning of whether the markings were intended as misdirection for investigators. So there you go. Yeah. So there you go. Not good. Not good. I mean, it's just gotta get bad. So you know, I don't know. Well, I've shot guns since I was a kid, and I can say that shot on Kirk was fairly easy with a scoped bolt-action rifle at 200 yards. I have no idea what... Well, that's the thing, is like, we don't even know where he was. They said he was on a roof of a building. We don't know the distance. So with this 200 yards thing is based on preliminary reports. That's the first thing they said, was that it was a 200-yard shot. We don't... It could have been 3. It could have been 4. There were buildings with angles on that venue all around at varying distances. So we don't know what roof dude was on, number one. Number two, I still call bullshit. A 200-yard shot on a live target with thousands of people around, you're not taking into account the mental stress of that. You understand how important steadiness is when you fucking squeeze the trigger. Your breath has to be controlled at 200 fucking yards. You have to be scoped up. You have to fucking know if the wind is going to be a factor, right? It may be an easy shot for somebody who's fairly fucking knows their way around a rifle, but it's an easy shot on a target, like a target shooting shot. It is not an easy shot on a live human being. Well, of course it's not impossible. It just happened yesterday. So we know it's not impossible, but I'm just saying, don't fucking think that just because you can go into a perfect scenario and hit that type of shot relatively easily. You're not at the shooting range. You're not shooting a buck in the field. You're shooting a human being. It's moving and talking and all that shit, and you land a dead ass kill shot, not a like slight kill shot. Because like, think about this. That's a 3-inch window, 2-inch window of kill shot right there behind the ear. If he'd have hit him down here, it went through his throat. Hit him here, knocked his jaw off. Hit him here, goes through his face. He survives. Like, there, any variance from that little, you got to think, 200 yards away, and he hit a 2-inch postage stamp size target. You're gonna tell me that's easy? Fuck off. On a moving target, because he was talking when he got hit. So you see how my head is going. That doesn't matter much at close range. If you walk up to me and put a gun to my head, you're gonna hit me. 200 yards away with a fucking 4X scope and a head going like, listen to what I'm saying. This dude was fucking good. Good. This is not a hobbyist thing, and I don't want to hear any more of it because it's just bullshit. Like, you guys assume I don't know guns. No, dude. Oh my God, Matt. You don't fucking understand, bro. And it's cool. I understand. I watched that video. My stepdad is staying here with me from California. He is a trained Army combat medic and triage specialist. He told me he was dead on impact. It clipped his spine and blew his artery out. And that's that. Okay? I trust his knowledge and lifetime of work over your like, well, I go down to the shooting range and I can hit the target dead ass every time. I don't care. I don't care. People keep saying, that's an easy shot. And this is people that go to the shooting range and tag a fucking paper target under perfect conditions, under ideal conditions. Real talk, do you think my safety is in question for a while? Should I do as TJ said and lay low? I wouldn't fucking be too loud about it. If I were living where you're living, had a family. I'm not trying to scare you and shit, but like I said, I didn't know that until I woke up this morning. They're claiming he had fucking pro-trans, anti-fascist shit written on his bullets. That's in the news now. It's in the zeitgeist. What do you think we're talking about, Skinner? No. You don't go to see, this is what a lot of people don't know, man. And I'm going to tell you straight, and I don't want any argument with me from target shooters. When you're deer hunting, moose hunting, any kind of big mammal, this and the side through the heart is your kill shot, always. And this is the preferred one. This is the quickest, cleanest, most humane, dead on impact kill shot you can make on a mammal. Right there, right where Charlie took the round. It came out angle-wise, took it here, came out angle-wise, blew his jugular, blew his carotid, right? People are not deer, you're fucking retarded. All mammals have the same superstructure. You hit a human right here, that's a guaranteed kill shot with a 30-06. Guaranteed. Nobody survives that. You shoot somebody up here, blow through the top of their brain, they survive that. You miss by what would be micro distance. From your perspective through the thorax, you hit him here, he lives. He's fucked up looking. Loses the top of his jaw or the bottom of his jaw, he lives. You hit him here, he looks fucked up, but he lives. You can triage that wound, right? You don't go for fucking headshots. Snipers at great distances go center mass. And at distances like we saw yesterday, they're shooting for the carotid, they're shooting for the neck, or they're shooting for the chest. Those are your two kill shots, and the only one of them is guaranteed. This is where you shoot a deer, and the deer just drops. It doesn't run off going and die a horrible death. You don't have to shoot another round into it. You don't have to shoot it as it's running away. You shoot a deer here, it goes right in its footprint. And that's what happened to Charlie. So I don't want to hear it from target shooters. I don't want to hear it from you guys that went and got an AR-15 and you take it down to the range and you shoot target with it. I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry, it just doesn't apply. I know everybody wants to add their little sliver of expertise to a conversation. Once again, talking to a dude that's been around the sun more times than you, at least know it. I know some things. I've been around guns. I've done target shooting. Okay? I know what a fucking kill shot is. What a hunting kill shot is. This postage stamp sized zone that you can kill a motherfucker with, that ain't easy to hit. That ain't easy to hit from 100 yards, let alone 200 on a moving target. Don't speak, because it makes you look stupid. Like I know everybody wants to be Mr. Oh, I have something to add to this actually, because I do target shooting twice a month, and like, that's actually a relatively easy shot. I hit 200-yard bullseyes all the time. It's like, I don't want to hear you, bro. You got to understand, it comes off as disrespectful, and this is something like, it's not even really all that connected to what we're talking about. I don't want to go too far off on a tangent, but when you know how it's so odd when you get old, and a 20-something will walk up to you and just be confidently wrong about something you lived through. And it happens to me, like, because I do this for a living, happens to me like at least 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, where somebody that's like half my age or less will walk up to me and be confidently wrong about some shit that I know because I've lived through it. They'll talk about a historical event and be completely wrong about it. And I was 20 when it happened. You'll see an example of that today. You know, if we end up covering 9/11, I don't know if we're going to cover Charlie Kirk or 9/11 or both. But you'll see that today. They're just people that are just, and I get it. You know, you're full of piss and vinegar, and debate broism is real big right now, and you want to be like Daddy Destiny or whatever it is. But bro, it is so hard when you're old. So hard when you get to middle age and you've lived 20 years longer than these motherfuckers. You've lived through double the cycles that they've lived through, and they want to tell you how it is. Oh my God. And this is another one of those, bro. This is another one of those. This isn't left versus right. I know. This is just cope. Like I said, nothing but cope. You're getting us there, Christoph. I don't know that I completely sanction your constant grousing for likes, but it's working. And Canty, I know there's some dudes over there that are shooters on the dome, and I know 100% these motherfuckers are gonna back me. I just have so many little turds in here trying to say like, oh, that's an easy shot. 200 yards is nothing, bro. And these are dudes that go to the fucking shooting range with their little plastic fucking Walmart AR-15 3 times a fucking month. And they want to tell me that that's an easy shot to make under the conditions, bro. I'm just sick of hearing it, bro. Have a modicum of respect for the fact that I'm double your fucking age and just sip it. Whew. Paper trail showing that we're following it. Yeah. They can't do shit.
We've given them every opportunity to correct it,
and we gave them all the relevant.
Decide, like, oh, we're actually not going to do month.
That's retaliation.
Tough shit, yeah.
That's retaliation. We take it to the fucking.
Yeah, because they have to prove that they would have withdrawn that if I hadn't complained. And
Yeah,
obviously not. True,
they're not going to.
Have offered it.
So they're fucked either way. They better get us a clean lease, but it ain't our responsibility to get it.
No.
They are the lease provider. We're the lessee.
Yeah.
We don't write it. Oh.
But yeah, if they drop the ball on the rent increase, tough shit. We don't owe any more than we're already paying.
Yep. Yeah. Tough Teddy said the kitty could, but the milk's still good.
Oh, I didn't realize you were still streaming. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
We didn't talk about anything.
No, I mean, it's something that I'll talk about, like, in general.
Yeah.
Landlord shenanigans. I live in Washington State. My wife and I have been here about a year. We signed a year lease agreement. They sent us a lease agreement that was illegal in Washington State. Washington State in March of this year instituted a bill that says that no more than a 10% increase in rent year to year. And there has to be parity between year-long lease and a month-to-month lease. They can't charge you 10% for a year-long lease increase and then try and charge you 25 or 30 like they did us. That's just illegal and predatory in Washington now. And big companies and small landlords are getting sued every day here for it. So they just haven't gotten the message yet that in Washington State they don't get to rape people like they rape them down in California and Oregon because there's a law here. So they sent us a straight out illegal lease agreement with a 10% increase to our yearly lease signing and a, what was it,
25.
25% increase to our rent if we wanted to go month to month. Straight out predatory and illegal in the state that we're in. So we sent them an email saying, hey, not sure if you know it, but you sent us an illegal lease agreement according to Washington state law. Here are the relevant statutes. Here's the relevant bill that was passed. Please get back to us with a clean lease. That's been 3 weeks. We've heard nothing. But I was telling Amelia, it ain't on us.
And
They are the
deadline's
lease
ticking.
provider. And the deadline's ticking. We need to sign a new lease in the next month or two, max. And if they don't give us a clean lease, they can't charge us $1 more than they're charging us right now on January 1st. And if they try, or they try and kick us out of the house or provide us with no option for a month to month, they're getting sued. We're going to the DA. The DA is following up on that. They just settled a class action lawsuit with the company that owned this house before the company that owned it bought it. They were the company we signed with, this old company. That company just paid out a class action for the same shit. And this new big company that we're with gonna pay out another one, and they keep this shit up. Because we don't hear back what we need to hear in the next week or two. We're just gonna go to the DA. I'm just gonna say, hey, we are renters under this company. We were sent an illegal lease agreement attached. We've heard nothing back from them. 25% is what they were trying to charge us, an increase in our rent to go month to month.
Yeah, even Louisiana didn't fuck us that bad. Because
Nope.
I remember you switched to month, and it was like a few hundred more max. But
It was like 10%.
Yeah.
So it just ain't happening, bro. I'm not a retard, and I know my renters' rights. You should too, by the way. You should know what the statutes are, because these fucking landlords, they will do
bet on you not knowing.
They bet on you not knowing, and they profit from it, and they will do illegal shit to you all the time. Show up unannounced, come into your house and in and out. Dude, these landlords, you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. You need to know your fucking rights, and you need to tell your landlord that you're ready to sue them. Because we didn't say we were going to sue our landlord, but make no bones about it. They knew that we were calling them out for illegal behavior and that they needed to correct it immediately. Well, they haven't. So I'm wondering how long they're going to float an illegal lease agreement for us. And maybe the DA needs to put a shoe up their ass and let them know. And see, the fucked up thing is, you have renter protections against retaliation for asserting your rights. So if they try and kick us out of this house and make some excuse right after we've asserted our renters' rights, they're getting sued even harder. You see what I mean? They're going to pay me if they keep this up. They want me to keep paying them. They're going to get me a clean fucking lease agreement. They want to pay me. Keep fucking around and you'll find out, because I'm not an idiot. I know my rights, bro. I've been paying rent too long. Too long. I've had issues with your landlord. I don't even have a landlord. I've got a land corporation. A big, giant, faceless entity that owns my property and thousands of other ones. And they're trying to treat us like they treat people in other states. But Washington's got rules. 10% a year is the absolute max you can charge. And there has to be parity between month to month and year-long lease. And they fucked themselves. They offered us a year-long lease.
And a month to month.
And a month to month. They've done, that offer's already made, so they can't retract it now. That's retaliation. We can say, well, we asserted our renters' rights and now we're forced into a year-long lease. That don't work. So they're fucked either way. But I feel like they're so big, they're just kind of ignoring it, like it's sitting on somebody's desk. Well, that's fine. When it comes time to pay the piper, they're fucked. So they better get it. Whoever has it on their desk better pick it up and read it and take a look at the class action lawsuit against the last company that owned this place.
Which I think they owned that last company.
I think it's a subsidiary.
It, yeah.
Yeah. You want another one? You want another one? You just sent us a straight out illegal lease agreement. You want another one? They seem to want to. They just think people are fucking retarded and are going to sign a lease that's illegal. Well, a lot of people will. And then they find out it's illegal and they sue them anyway.
You want to beat for just a second?
Yep. Man lives in a sunlit world of what he believes to be reality. But there is a place unseen by most, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side. Now, we already went over all this. No more town criering. We're up to date. I hate a town crier. We're up to date, y'all. Okay? We know you don't got to give us updates. I know. Everybody else is paying attention to the updates just like you are. We don't need extra, read all about it. Did you hear the thing everybody else heard? We don't need it. So don't do it anymore. Where do you think he is now? Probably states away from Utah, I would imagine. If he's smart, he's out of the country. If he's smart, he went straight to the Canadian border. Hear ye, insert fact here that everybody's already heard. Hear ye. Mow mow ba ba mow 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 ba 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 mow mow ba ba mow 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 ba 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 mow mow ba ba mow mow ba 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 mow 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 mow. Well, don't you know about the bird? Well, everybody's talking about the bird. Ba 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 bird, bird, bird is the word. Ba 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 bird. Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Ba 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 bird, bird, bird. Hear about Kane in a suit? No. Hey, Paul. Hey, everybody. Town crier. Ding, ding, ding. My favorite part is when that guy goes. That's so cool. I'm like, dude, that's rock shit right there, bro. It's early rock, but that's rock and roll right there. Well, you don't know what you're talking about. You think that ain't rock and roll. Hope you slept well after those streams. You did. Oh, I did. Yeah, I slept last night. I don't know how much I slept, but I slept. Is it hear ye or hear ye? The first. Hear. No, not hear. That just means have ye heard or have you heard. Hear ye, hear ye. Or it means hear this. Hear ye. It means you hear this. My favorite duo is Scooter and the Hog. Yeah, Scooter and Hog is a good duo. Sleeping got easier with the weight loss. Yeah, Prince is sore. Yeah, a lot. Well, that and the CPAP has really helped. Well, ye means you, and here, like it means hark. Have you ever heard somebody say hark? That means listen. So it's like saying, you need to hear this, or it doesn't translate directly, but it's like, you hear me. So ye is you. So here, you need to hear me. You listen, hear ye, hear ye. Hearken, yeah. How much talent does it take to be a Broadway actor? So Audra McDonald is a Broadway actress. She's been in Sweeney. She's been in Rent. Really talented. She went to the same school I did. Tiny little California town. She's the most famous person I have a connection to from that. And it takes immense talent. Absolutely immense. I mean, In the theater world, at the high school and collegiate level, every fucking actor you talk to wants to work Broadway. So to make it to that is crazy. But you can look up Audra McDonald, graduate of my high school a couple years after I graduated. Phenomenal actress, and she's been in such a bunch of enviable shows. I've always assumed hark was just a way to convey somebody gagging or choking or coughing. Really? No, hark. Hark. Have you heard that song? Hark the herald angels singing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. That first word, hark, hark, that means listen to. Hark the herald angels sing. So the heralds are somebody that proclaims the news, right? They come before. So the herald angels are heralding the newborn king. Did you think the angels were coughing? Angels Coughing is a cool fucking 90s grunge metal band name, by the way. There was Soul Coughing. But if you did Angels Coughing, that would have been pretty cool. Oh, rolling out the songs. I was just saying, that's the only one I can think that has hark. Yeah, hark just means listen. Listen, hark. I get what you're saying. Hark. I get it. Like call them, right? I get it. Well, dude, this is a weird thing too, because there's so much etymology between English, French, and German. Sometimes, like, you'll be, especially German people, it's the weirdest shit. I know you won't understand it because I don't either, but sit down and listen to somebody speak fluent German, and it's like this. I'll try and do the approximation of it. Heisenfrugen, studiert man Strudelhagen, studiert Verschockelegen, stiegen doch about the race car America, bestufe steam betrobet, and you're like, huh? What was that? Did they just say something in English? Well, no, they said it in German, but they're so very close. Some of the words are very close. Strudelhaben, Schnitzelwitzel, Flugen, Dugen, Bank of America, Bruce Love. You're like, oh, what? Well, whatever. I'm an American, bro. That's as close as I can get. Why did that sound like a Scottish accent? Because that's the only accent that's natural to me, laddie. Highlander clan Paul Zigo knows how to speak in the Scottish accent. I killed 90 government dragoons in me previous incarnation, and here I am, laddie. I don't know. Everything blends with me because I'm not really all that good at accent work. Like, I'll start doing Australian, it'll lilt to Indian. I'll start doing Indian, and it starts to sound like stereotypical Asian. You Julia Doubtfire, dear. Yeah, Miss Moneypenny, why don't you undo that bow and let me get to know you? I get John Goodman a lot ever since I got a haircut. Back when I had long ass shaggy hippie hair, nobody ever called me John Goodman. They called me Hagrid. But now that I got the haircut, now it's like John Goodman, John Goodman, John Goodman. Hey man, you know you look like John Goodman. I'm like, I know I look like John Goodman, okay? Apparently. I never look in the mirror and go like, whoa, I'm looking like John Goodman. But I've heard it enough from so many people that I guess it's true. I can't believe you got your haircut. Why? I was sick of it, bro. I was sick of eating it. Eating it in my mouth every day. I don't want it. I'll probably grow it back eventually because I did like having long hair, but I'm not in any rush, man. I'm gonna get a few more haircuts, I think. And by the way, it's time. This haircut is about a week from looking pretty gangly, so I gotta book my Nick appointment. Are some movies never meant to be remade and milked endlessly in franchises? Yes. V.I. Lenin, Vladimir Ilyevich Ulyanov. Donnie, you're out of your element. You're like a child that wandered into the middle of a movie and doesn't know what's going on. You're out of your element. I am the walrus. I am the walrus. Does your partner like your hair better? I don't know. See, here's the thing. I think Amelia just loves me, and I don't think she cares. I think if I showed up with my eyebrows shaved off, butt naked and bald, that she'd still love me that way. And that's cool. She told me she thinks it looks nice. She told me she loved my long hair too. I think she just loves me. That's my guess. I don't think it's dependent. I love the Big Lebowski. It's great. I am the walrus. Goo goo joob. It's a Beatles reference, and he thought that because he was talking about Lennon, V.I. Lennon, and Donnie thought he was talking about John Lennon, and so I am the walrus. Goo goo joob is a Beatles reference, and that's why he says Donnie, V.I. Lennon, Vladimir Ilyevich Ulyanov. You're out of your fucking element, Donnie. Yeah, so that's that joke explained. You know, it's like Lennon said, you look for the person who benefits, and then Donnie hears Lennon and he thinks John Lennon. So he starts quoting John Lennon. I am the walrus. I am the walrus. It's a pretty funny joke, but yeah, now you get it. All these years later, now you get it. What do you think about that? I am the manatee, Morm Dorn Badorn. There you go. Dark City's fucking amazing, bro. Very much in tune with that Matrix vibe. They came out very close to one another. The Matrix actually used set pieces from Dark City, if you can believe it. You know that in the first Matrix movie, right at the beginning, when Trinity is running away from the agents, she runs across that cool cityscape roof with the slanted windows. That's ripped straight out of Dark City. It's a set from Dark City. And there's controversy about that because if you really think about it, the Matrix and Dark City are very close. Guy, by happenstance, wakes up to the idea that the world around him is not real. He goes on a quest to find out what that is, discovers that he has powers, discovers that there's this evil construct behind it all, destroys that construct, and liberates the people of Dark City. Sound familiar to you at all? I mean, the setting is different. But when you talk plot, it's pretty much the same plot. He's pursued all over the city by agents. In this case, Mr. Hat, Mr. Hand, Mr. Mouth. Those are your agents. So there was a lot of controversy about that. But yeah, no, that movie is fan-fucking-tastic. I hate to say it, but the worst part about that movie is Kiefer Sutherland. His portrayal of the Doctor is a little overwrought. He tries too hard to make him interesting. He tries too hard to make him different. He should have just kind of chilled that the fuck out. They came out the same year, yeah. You are special. The world is not what you think it is. And so he's like the Morpheus, right? That puts the main character up on game that the world is fake. Quit trolling. Don't worry about trolling. You're not an enforcer in here. Don't worry about enforcing the rules. I got killers on the squad. We got London on the track. 40's inside of my belly, shouldn't be driving, I'm faded. Yeah. She's in the front seat, head banging, playing Nirvana, her favorite. Yeah. Money counter sound just like a chopper chopper. Speaker system bumping, fuck your fucking block up. Sorry. I just channeled a little Post Malone there for a minute. Let me wind that back. That's a banger. I like that song. Ooh, baby, guap, keep expanding. Ooh, yuck me up, I don't want no romancing. Ooh, baby, I see you motherfuckers glancing when my whip stops and my wheels keep spinning. Cold wrist frozen. I love that line. When my whip stop and my wheels keep spinning. She used to shopping at the mall. I teach little baby how to ball. Go to Rodeo, spend like 40 G's. 200 pairs of Gucci socks. I lost all my friends. Got a lot of, no, made a lot of M's, made a lot of O's. I can't remember how it goes. Open up to say, I'm just with the bros. Show that 258, cost me 250, or 358. Man, look at all my eyes. I hit your main thing twice. Take a piece of advice. Break up with that hoe. Ooh, baby. That's such a good song. Dude, can I be honest with you? As an older dude, fucking Post Malone's got some bangers. How about this one? Boom. I started with an eighth, alright. Then I went and changed my life. I might take out the wraith tonight. Put your arms around me, baby. I just wanna fly. Make it last before we die. Sorry, I can't do the Posty Goat. That's a banger of a song, bro. That song is so vibes, bro. That song is vibes, bro. What's another one of his that's a banger? He's got tons, bro. What about like I don't go to sleep, yeah, I'm wide awake. If you try to come into my place, Beamer's gonna hit you a mile away. Promise none of us gonna die today. Helicopters in the skies. Tell me why I can't get no release. What's that other one? I don't wanna die too young, too young, too young. Counting bands, hallelujah, hallelujah. I mean, that's just good shit, right? Came on the scene with White Iverson. When I started balling, I was young. You gonna think about me when I'm gone. I need that money like the ring I never won. It's good shit. I like all his songs a little bit. The country shit he's doing is not my favorite shit, but it's still posty. I'm saucing, I'm saucing, I'm saucing on you. I'm balling, I'm balling, I'm balling, ooh. Oh, that's, dude, I might have an acid flashback, but I'm sending all her friends snaps of my new tracks, 'cause all these hoes knows what about to come next. Hit the plug up, got the paper connect. Drop a couple bands, I just wanna go. Man, I just wanna go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex with my squad, and we, what does he say? Smoking up a check, yeah. Man, I just wanna go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. That's such a good song. That's a good ass song right there. I like chasing, when I get a lot of people in here, I like chasing like half of them out by singing. They're like, I'm out of here. Endless bangers, bro. I've been, that's up. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man. I feel just like a rock star. All my homies got that gas and they always be smoking like a rock star. You know who's the star of that track though? And this is controversial. 21. I love the hook. Posty's like got great presence on that, but I feel like he just sets it up for 21 and 21 knocks it out. Your wifey in my mentions why she did that. Your wifey said I'm looking like a whole snack. Green money in my safe. I got old racks. That's good shit. They like savage. Why you got a 3 car? Why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 6 cars? Cocaine on the table, liquor porn. Don't give a damn. Say your girlfriend is a groupie. She just trying to get in. Saying I'm with the band. Yeah, yeah. Now she acting out of pocket, trying to pull up on my pants. Said her girlfriend is a groupie and she ain't got a man. How's that go? And they all got a friend. Hey, hey. Boom. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man. I feel just like a rock star. How does he start? How does Savage start his? I've been in the hills, fucking superstars, feeling like a pop star. Oh, it's so good. See Snoop Dogg catching flack for saying LGBT content shouldn't be taught in schools. Who cares, man? Snoop Dogg is what he is. What it is. I listen to a little bit of Technina, but I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you I'm a huge fan. He's a little much for me sometimes, but I do think he's like incredibly talented rapper and a foundational one too. But I just am not a big Technina fan. What the fuck does LGBT content even mean? I don't know. You'd have to talk to Snoop Dogg, man. What he really means about that. That's part of the problem is people say shit like buzzwords. They say, "Oh, that's LGBT, that's DEI," but you drill down and ask ask the person, "What do you mean by that? What do you mean? What is LGBT?" And typically they're going to say something totally innocuous. I've been in the hills, fucking superstars. Oh, you know what? Here's another good Posty song. How's that one go? Hold on, I got to get it in my head. Fuck. Got my AP going psycho, little mama bad like Michael. Can't even trust nobody with all this jewelry on me. My roof look like an show, my diamonds like an art show. I'm rolling in my bins when you looking for my ends though. AP going psycho. I love that. I don't know who's featured on that one too, but that guy fucking knocks it out of the park too. Got my AP going psycho, little mama going crazy. Switch up little mama, she wanna have my baby. 50 on the panky, chain so stanky. You could see the whip, mama, I could take your bitch. I be riding in an old school Chevy, it's a drop top, rolling with a thought. It's just so good. Just one switch, I can make the ass drop. Take you to the smoke shop. You have any fave bands? Yeah, dude, I was real into fucking rock and stuff during the 90s. You know, everybody was, like, grunge especially. So I got a shout out Nirvana, you know what I mean? Bleach, if you're going to ask, my favorite album. Well, Incesticide, but it's not really an album, it's an EP, not an LP, but Incesticide has a lot of covers from Bleach. Also has a lot of its own music, and that's my favorite Nirvana album to just throw on because it's banger after banger in my world. But I like all the Nirvana shit. Rest in peace, Kirk. You know what I mean? Gone too soon. I think Kurt would have been making crazy music. He would have been middle-aged, you know what I mean? He'd been 50-something right now, I think. Dude would have been making some crazy fucking music. But whatever. So, you know, other bands, shout out Pink Floyd, shout out Tool. You know what I mean? I got to see Tool. Shout outs 9 Inch Nails, Manson. All these kind of like rock and industrial and grunge bands in the 90s. You know, shout out Stone Temple Pilots, Ween, Weezer. That's what I love about Bleach too, dude. You put Bleach on, negative creep, bro. That fucking first little thing when that spins up, dude, I can hear it in my head. And that fucking production is so raw. This is out of my reach. This is out of my reach. This is out of my reach. I'm a drone. Just like, oh, that song is so sick. That guitar sound is so infectious, so raw. Oh man, that the drum line comes in perfect too. It's just so good. Prince is wonderful, man. Shout outs fucking Purple Rain. Anybody from the Dome in here? Sorry. Purple Rain, Purple Rain. Doo 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 doo. Purple Rain, Purple Rain. Yeah. I didn't say the word. Yeah, I mean, where is the love and understanding? Alone in a world that's so cold. Maybe I'm just too demanding. Maybe I'm just like my father, too old. Maybe I'm just like my mother. She's never satisfied. Why do we scream at each other? This is what it sounds like when doves cry. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Pussy Control, yeah. I like Little Red Corvette. That's another pussy analogy. So is Raspberry Beret. The kind you find at the secondhand store. Raspberry Beret. It's a good one. And then, of course, there's do 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 bum 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 bum. You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk until dawn. Yeah, you don't have to be serious, oh, to have a good time. You just be your fantasy, baby, and you can be mine. Yeah, you don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my world. Ain't no particular sign I'm more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your kiss. Gotta love it. I have not heard of them. I'm not a big fan of Brian Jonestown Massacre. I like Rammstein. Yeah. Du hast mich. No, I love Rammstein. Rammstein goes hard. I like watching live Rammstein, though. I really would love to see Rammstein live. We're all living in America. Coca-Cola, wunderbar. Yeah. Ja, das ist mein Teil. Ja, das ist mein Teil. Ja. I saw Tool in 2003 or 4. It was on the Lateralus tour. Fucking shit was crazy. Crazy, dog. Oh, Tool is fucking unbelievable live. We got a good Maynard night. You know, a lot of times Maynard, he wants to hang out at the back of the stage with his back turned. He was all at the front doing his weird shit. I was 6 rows back, center. So I could basically smell their BO, man. I was like, oh, that's BO. That's that Maynard Musk. Bro, 9 Inch Nails. My one regret is I got to see a 9 Inch Nails in Phoenix. This would have been in the late 90s. And I was so fucked up that I don't remember it. I remember some of it. Like, I remember my favorite 9 Inch Nails live song, which is Wish. This is the first day of my last phase. Build it up, now take it apart. Drive up real loud, now fall down real far. No need for me to stay. I just threw it away. No, there's nothing more fucked up I can do. Dude, if I went to 9 Inch Nails concert, because the fucked up thing is I don't remember the set list, that I was fucked up. Fucked up. Drunk off a tab, bro. Not a recommended way to go see a concert, but hey, I was in my 20s. What are you supposed to do? Well, actually, I was in my teens. What am I supposed to do? I would have been 19. I think I saw him in 99, if I'm not mistaken. 99 or 98, one of the two. Black Sabbath, birth, heavy metal, and subsequent genres. I don't know. You take a mortal man, you put him in control. Watch him become a god. Watch people's heads roll. I believe Trent got an Oscar because he's super fucking. Have you ever heard Zwan cover 666, The Number of the Beast? It's the title track on the movie Spun, Jason Schwartzman and just a whole bunch of famous people. It's a great movie nobody ever talks about. But that Zwan cover, you know, I know the right. I have the tools. And on the night, all the summoning will come to fruit. Doom, 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 doom. 666. The number of the beast. So good. Yeah, Spun is a great. I don't know about 9 or 10. That's a little bit, you know, whatever. I was precocious. I watched a lot of movies before I really could understand them. Alien Earth. Yeah. Do you have any posters in your childhood bedroom? I did. I'll tell you the ones that I can remember. When I was real little, I had an what do they call that? Barnum and Bailey Circus. I used to love the circus when I was real little. And so I had a big poster of the Barnum and Bailey circus with elephants and clowns, and I remember the background was yellow. And then I had a Ninja Turtles poster up for a while when I was little, like probably 8 or 7, 6 maybe, I don't know. I had Ninja Turtles up. I had a movie poster for Raiders of the Lost Ark up on my wall for a long time. I had a Tim Burton's Batman, just a black poster with the yellow background Batman symbol on it and a date at the bottom. I had that up on my wall for a while. Then when I got older, dude, I want you guys to try and guess. I had 2 supermodel swimsuit posters up on my wall when I was a teenager. Can you guess which 2? Think about me as a teen. So we're talking 93, 4, 5, 6. That zone. I had 2 supermodels in swimsuits up on my wall. Kathy Ireland is a good guess, but what you don't know is my mom's a redhead. Redheads are off the board. Pamela Anderson, good guess. Wasn't her. Jennifer Aniston, nope. She wasn't a supermodel. She didn't really do swimsuit stuff. Wasn't Pam. Elizabeth Hurley, nope. I'll give you one. One, Cindy Crawford. I had a Cindy Crawford bathing suit photo up on my wall, 100%. So number 1, Cindy Crawford. Number 2, who was it? Tyra. Cindy Crawford, Tyra Banks. 2 hottest chicks to me when I was like poster-worthy chicks when I was a teenager. Cindy Crawford, Tyra Banks. I'll do a bagel.
Yeah. Split it,
I'll split it.
Okay.
Unless you want a whole one.
No, we'll split it.
Okay, I'll split it. So those are the posters I remember having as a kid. No, Cindy Crawford swimsuit picture, like poster on my wall. Naomi Campbell's not like real 90s. She's early 2000s. But yeah, she's pretty. Banks is such a, oh, she was fucking gorgeous. I'm not that she isn't now. I still think she's pretty. But man, dude, back in them fucking 90s, dude. And see, that was the thing, is like a lot of people go like Pam Anderson or like Kathy Ireland. It's like, dude, my mom's a redhead. I have 5 sisters. They're all blondes. It's like, dude, I was attracted to Hispanic girls, Indian girls, black girls, you know what I mean? Like any kind of like dark hair, dark eyes and stuff. Carmen Electra. Yeah, that type. Darker, like olive skin, dark hair, dark eyes is what I'm into when it comes to women, bro. I don't like the blonde hair, blue eyed. Buffy ain't for me, bro. I wasn't fantasizing about Buffy, bro. You know what I mean? Good on you. But just Buffy wasn't on my radar, you know? Yeah, Rosario. What was her name? She's in fucking... Oh, shit. Selma Hayek, yeah. What is her name? Oh, my God. Jessica Alba. Hoo-wee. Oh, shit. You feel me on that one? Anybody fucking know what I'm talking about on that one? No, but I've never dated what I would call a straight up Buffy white. No, that's not true. My last girlfriend was white. She was blonde, blue, not blue eyed, hazel eyed, you know, lighter eye color, blonde as could be. And I loved her too. She was great, but like, dude, that was outside of my wheelhouse. Every other woman I've dated, like my wife now, got kind of an olive skin tone, really dark hair, Italian heritage. My wife before her, Italian. My girlfriend before that, Hispanic. My girlfriend before that, Italian. You know, so I got a wheelhouse, I guess. No kids. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Dude, you know I had sisters, and if I know what JTT means. Naomi, did I just bona fide my shit right there? You know I grew up with nothing but sisters. You know I'm telling the truth on that. Dude, no fucking kid my age knew who JTT was unless they had sisters, bro. JTT, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, bro. What the fuck? Yeah, all my sisters liked him. You know who all my sisters were into? Well, my two eldest sisters especially. I'm going to sing it for you. Hold on. Bum, bum, ba-na-na. Bum, bum, ba-na. Bum, bum, ba-na-na. The right stuff. Bum, bum. Oh my God, bro. It was Jordan. Jordan was their favorite one. That's the one I remember. There was Jordan. There was Timmy. There was Tommy. There was, oh my God, bro. The fucking new kids. The right stuff. I like the white stuff. Baby. In the middle of an Oreo. The white stuff. In KOTB, bro. First time that I tried one, I got a big sugar buzz. Nothing gets me high like that sandwich cookie does. Ow! Bump, bump, bum, bum, bum. Bump, bump, bum. Richard Gere in his prime. I mean, yeah, dude, that's an impressive man. It's a gorgeous man. You ain't lying. You want to know who's my fucking man crush right now in Hollywood? And he's outside of my wheelhouse because he's kind of older and more masculine than I'm typically into. But I'm just going to say it, bro. I have got the deepest man crush. Well, just crush, to be honest, because I'm a bi guy. On Timothy Olifant right now, bro. Timothy Olifant is my new Jude. Jude Law is not, he's a twink death. But Timothy Olifant, though? Something about Timothy Olifant. Holy fuck, bro. He is a good looking dude, man. And I feel like he just gets better looking as he ages. I'm trying to think who he was in, Reeb. He was in Santa Clarita Diet. He was the star of that. He was with Drew Barrymore. He was in Deadwood. Justified was another show he was in. Like, those are like his thing. He was also the lead in the remake of The Crazies, if you saw that. He was the main guy in The Crazies. Yeah, he was in the Hitman movie. He's in the new Alien show. I haven't seen the new Alien show yet because I'm waiting for a couple seasons to go out so I don't catch up to it and have to wait. No, the more gray he gets, the more I find him like attractive and compelling. Yeah, so they just told me, Brelly. I was planning on watching Alien Earth. I just want to wait till it's three seasons deep, and I know it's not just going to disappear on a cliffhanger, you know. Gone in 60 Seconds. Yeah, he was in that. He's great, man. Underrated dude, actor-wise. But my favorite Timothy Olyphant was Deadwood. He was just it was so hard for him to stand out because he's such a stoic, quiet character amongst all these big, boisterous, loud characters. And I really don't think a lesser actor could have stood out because he manages to be that quiet presence, but stand out from all these big, loudmouth, boisterous characters to me. He's the best thing in that show, and that's saying something, bro. That's saying something. Timothy. We're talking about Timothy Olyphant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And how I have like an abiding crush on him now.
Yeah.
But he's really outside my wheelhouse, though.
Yeah.
He's not a twink.
Mm. He's
He's like kind of like dad-ish.
Yeah.
Well, he's more close to my age.
Yeah.
And he's typically not but like, man, we were watching Santa Clarita Diet, and his little smile and his hair. He's just got good hair, a good smile, and there's something about the way he walks, too. That was my favorite thing about him in Tombstone. Or not Tombstone, Deadwood. He had that walk. Oh, Just too masculine for this world. God damn it. Pisses me off. Die Hard 4 was lame. So I don't blame that on Timothy Olifant. Well, if it is its own contiguous, every season is its own little story, then I will start watching it. But I need to know that that's what it is. So I'm going to wait. We're talking about Alien Earth.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see it, but I also want to wait to see if it's going to get picked back up. Dude, I'd put Olifant in a Hellraiser movie. I think Olifant, if they did it right, might actually make a really good Pinhead replacement. But I gotta be honest with you, I thought it was gonna suck. Female Pinhead worked because I've been saying they need to stop humping Doug Bradley. Dude is old and clearly done with the character. And they need to not hire somebody that's trying to do a Doug Bradley impersonation. They need to go back to the drawing board, make Pinhead more like Pinhead is in The Hellbound Heart, which is the origin of the character. And that Pinhead is described as simultaneously male and female, some androgyny, and also simultaneously childlike and adult. And I always thought, like, yeah, they should cast a Pinhead and try and make something close to that. And they did that. The female Pinhead, I guess it wasn't really female in the movie because it was androgyny involved. But yeah, it was really good. Really great reboot of a character that's super established. It's the best non-Doug Bradley Pinhead. We've had 2 other Pinheads, by the way. 2 recast Pinheads. One better than the other, but both pretty hacky. No. Doug Bradley is done. He's past, obviously they're coming to him and going like, we need Pinhead, and he's saying no. He's not done. They didn't force him out. Yeah. I did a whole big long review on this, by the way. My channel is Cinema for Cynics. You can go check that out if you don't know who I am or haven't seen that before. Cinema for Cynics, what the fuck happened to Hellraiser? It's my biggest video. It has over 2 million views to this day. Really big, really good. But it goes over the whole franchise, talks about Doug Bradley a little bit. So yeah, go check that shit out if you are interested in further musings on Hellraiser. Right now I'm working on What the Fuck is Twilight. That is, I hope that'll come out mid to late October. They would need, see, that's the thing is like, when you have this iconic character like Freddy, you know, that kind of gunslinger-esque thing, because you listen to Robert Englund, based a lot of Freddy's posture and mannerisms on Clint Eastwood. And so you got to find somebody that's going to do Freddy different. And they tried that, and it wasn't good. They had that guy, what's his name? Jackie Earl Haley. That didn't work. They tried going like more serious Freddy. It didn't work. I think that was a bad casting choice, though. I don't think he's the right guy. You know, Jackie Earl Haley, like the whole idea of Freddy is he's a predator, right? So he's got to have that like charm and charisma enough to get the children that he wants to prey on to come to him. And Jackie Earl Haley was somebody, like, even before he got burned up and became Freddy, he looked like somebody that kids would, like, run screaming from. You know what I mean? It didn't make any sense. Yeah, they took all the fun and humor out of Freddy. But here's the rub. If they're going to recast Freddy, he kind of has to be funny and you know, that way, that, like, kind of fun, chaotic thing. But it can't be a hackneyed impersonation of Robert Englund. So they've got to find a way to make it twisted, funny, dark, but not a hacky Robert Englund. Buscemi is Freddy? I don't think that's a good casting either. I don't think that's a good casting either. I hate to do it, but maybe like a Skarsgard Freddy? One of the Skarsgards? I don't know which, but I feel like the Skarsgards might be able to give us a Freddy. This is Bill Skarsgard that did Orlok. But there's Stellan Skarsgard, and there's, who's the third Skarsgard brother? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Freddy. Get out, Phoebes. Take her wrench. Strip her wrench from her. Shame, ding, shame, ding, shame, ding. Andy Dick as Freddy. Hello, bitches. I'm in your dreams now, you son of a bitch. Here I come. Ah! Yeah, that would be great. No. It might actually work, but I don't think it would. Is Andy Dick still functional? I mean, somewhere between probably 2 and 3 when he's just started to get drunk. I think so. But after 3 p.m., probably not. Tim Curry. Yeah, well, Tim can't do it, unfortunately. You know, it's like I feel like Bill Skarsgård has gotten fucked. And let me tell you why. I see so much potential in him. He's a great actor. My favorite role of his, unfortunately, is a movie I don't even like, Barbarian. I don't like Barbarian because it felt like 3 movies that were sandwiched into one movie, and there's not enough Bill Skarsgård. He was so good during that tense opening scene where you don't know if he's on the level. I see a darkness in him, and I think that's why he gets cast in things like Pennywise and Orlok. But he was so obscured as Orlok, and the scripts for the Pennywise work he did were so bad that, like, I feel like he's gotten fucked over. Because it's like I feel like those could have been iconic roles, but they put him in such fucking makeup and a giant fucking bristly Russian mustache. Dude, if you hadn't told me that was fucking somebody else, I would have been like, oh, cool. Like there was no Bill Skarsgård in that shit. Oh, I remember live streaming you and TJ watched of his years ago. I still to this day wonders who was. Well, wonder no more because we know now who it is. That is Andy Dick's son, who apparently is his constant companion, a guy that films when nobody else is around. He intermittently lives with Andy. Stays with him or has Andy stay with him, right? So that was Andy's son, who is, I think, in his 30s, early 30s. Yeah, it was his son. Yeah, confirmed. Confirmed to be his son. Yeah. I remember this because after that, we asked around, and that some people in the community follow him closer than we were following. We just stumbled on him, and we were asking the same question: Who the fuck was on the lump under the mattress? And people put me up on game. They were like, "That was his son." That's why he kept because like the person kept yelling at him to be quiet, and they were like, "No, that was his son. That was." And he was trying to get sleep while Andy drunkenly screamed at his camera. It was the funniest shit, bro. Confirmed, yeah, confirmed. Alex, that's why I said a Skarsgård. You know what I mean? Because I think either of the younger Skarsgårds, and maybe even, I don't think Stellan could do it. Stellan's a little too low key. Anyway, I gotta go. I will see you guys